married my sister, now we're living together.
Roommates-in-law.
I like it when we both go low.
Yeah, I freaked out and I switched. I went high.
Well, no, you were like, oh shit, it's like too perfect.
Yeah,
let me go high.
Perfect baritones here.
Baritones.
Baritones.
This is where I wish we had one. Yeah, where I wish we had a little board.
Yeah. Baritone. Rar. What's up, Timothy?
Oh, I'm just the election results came in, Tom. I don't know if I told you.
Uh-oh.
But I mean, I know you know that I've been campaigning for a little while, and results come back to reelected King of Ridgewood.
King of Ridge. So they are holding elections for King now.
For King now, yeah. It's like the name of it. Yeah, I know. Like the name of it is still, that's just like from the old country.
Yeah.
So they keep that, but then they kind of implemented the democracy that we do here in America. So you do get elected to King of Ridgewood.
That's cool. I mean, it had either way. It's kind of, your family has been in Ridgewood for generations. They've been kind of the monarchy anyways, but it's good that you guys are doing elections now.
No, I mean, it does feel a little bit like Putin winning the election, where you're like, I mean, come on, we all knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Just because I'm such a legacy here.
And you keep, I mean, I guess we could talk about this off the pod, but you do keep poisoning all of your opponents. And
no, that was a reputation my grandfather had, and that gets trickled down. He did not do that. What I
I've
do,
seen
I
the
like
documentaries. He poisoned them.
We all know documentaries are just a function of whoever is creating the documentary and whatever the little agenda that they're trying to push. That was somebody that lost to my grandfather year after year after year for King of Ridgewood. Yeah. And what they didn't show was that he was always going around bodega to bodega, asking if they needed anything, asking them how they could help their business, offering them protection from the local riffraff. They don't show any of that, Tom.
Right, because he was making, if they didn't agree to pay him a percentage, I think your grandfather was just in the mob.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have said that, and what I just did describe sometimes can be in the court of law deemed as extortion, and I don't.
What's the other one? What's the other one?
Racketeering.
Racketeering. That sounds so much more fun.
Dude, racketeering does sound sick as hell.
Racketeering sounds like it's like cardio. There's like cardio involved.
And you're like, oh, dude, this guy must be in great shape.
He's been racketeering for like a decade now.
Dude, if I was in court and they were reading the charges out to me and they were like 5 counts of racketeering, I do think I would kind of look back at the crowd and be like, that's sick though, right?
Kind of flex your tricep a little bit. Did you hear that?
You're like, yeah, it's like a 4.5 minute mile.
Oh my God. Oh, wait, Tim, you have not, just to clear our name, Tim's family has not been charged with racketeering, and me and Tim are also not roommates.
Not even brothers-in-law, though.
No, but we are
good friends.
Good friends.
Mm-hmm. How you back? You're back to being LA Tom. You got a little LA shirt going on right there.
For like 2 days. Yeah, I think I got this in Costa Rica. It's a Salty Palm Society. I thought it was kind of fun.
Is that like a cool bar?
I don't think so. It was just like at a stand, and I was like, Salty Palm, that's kind of fun. So me and some of my friends bought it.
Love that. That's one of those shirts where it's like they can just kind of put it on, and it just has kind of some vague beachy meaning.
Doesn't it have kind of a cool vibe, though?
Yeah, I liked it. I was like, oh, it must be like a sick LA brand. No, it's just on a street corner in Costa Rica.
It was like $14. Yeah, I'm a salty boy. I'm stressing these days, Timothy.
Uh-oh. Why? You trying to figure out how to pack up your things?
Yeah, and as you can see, it's going awesome.
I was going to say, well, I do see that nothing has changed in your apartment, so we love that.
No, the phase that I'm at right now is I've kind of ripped everything out of like drawers in my closet, and now it's just like on the ground and on my bed. And
that's always a good move because you get it all out, and then you go, okay, so shit, what
now it's actually less organized. It would have been better if I left it organized.
Just left it in, yeah.
And then slowly moved it out into bags or boxes or whatever. But
hey, look, we'll chalk it up as progress. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with one single step, Tom. You got to remember that.
No one ever talks about it's a lot of steps to 1,000 miles. It's also a couple nervous breakdowns.
Yeah, sure.
No one ever says that. No one ever says that phrase. Journey of 1,000 miles also includes like you eating shit a couple times.
Yeah. They're like, oh, and also a few existential crises. You're gonna have a few of those too, and those hurt a lot.
But it's all part of it.
But hey, It's all part of God's plan if you believe in that sort of thing.
It's all part of it. If you want to be part of the Salty Palm Society, you got to scrape your
shit.
knee a couple times.
That's so true. You don't just get it. You can't just buy a shirt in Costa Rica. You got to earn your way to that shirt in Costa Rica.
Live up to it. But on that note, if anyone has moving tips, like how do you move, Tim?
Well, okay. Well, how about this? Let's go back to the beginning here. How'd you move to this place? Let's retrace those steps.
Actually, my move out of Chicago was like hilariously mishandled.
Actually, yeah, you did kind of botch that move.
I absolutely flubbed it. I mean, here's what I did in Chicago that is kind of backfiring on me now is like a month out of the move or like 2 months out of the move. I like got a couple things together. I like got rid of my couch and I got rid of like a desk. And I was like, I'm basically done moving. And then I waited till 2 days before because I was like, it's just a few other, it's just all of my other stuff.
It's it's the just, but it's all, here's what you do. You go, yeah, but it's all small stuff.
It's all small stuff. It's just going to go. I'll just throw it in the car.
I got the big stuff out. It's the devil is in the details, Tom, and you can't make that mistake again. You gotta, the big stuff takes care of itself. The small stuff.
I got some devastating news for you. I've already made that mistake again. I'm here for 2 more days, and then I come back to get my car.
Oh, so you're in a lot of trouble.
I'm in a bad place right now.
Dude, take that shirt off, dude. You are not a part of the Salty Palm Society.
I am not chilling on the beach at all. I am sprinting in like 3 feet of water towards my flooding house, trying to get my kids out alive.
No, dude, you're just walking into the saltiest water right now with so many exposed wounds. It's about to hurt so bad.
It's gonna hurt really bad, and it's not a chill ocean; it's a tsunami. It's Hurricane Katrina. God. Hurricane New York is coming my way right now,
dude. You're fucked.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Okay, so here's here's another big cue. So I mean, the place that you're quote unquote moving into here is a temporary residence. So what are you gonna do with all your things? Because you don't want to get in here and move and then hit the move button again in 3 months.
Well, I'll figure it out. There's so much room in New York. There's space for enough stuff,
No, this is actually comforting because I can tell that you've put close to no thought into this, like at all.
Dude, I am dying.
You're in for a world of hurt.
I know, dude. So I'm asking for help from the roommates community, please.
Oh God,
if you have any moving tips, or if you happen to like be in Los Angeles and like have a lot of time on your hands, hands. Honestly, if you have a lot of time on one of your hands,
I don't even care how many hands you have. I need it.
I am
gonna when you get to New York and you need help moving. I am gonna show up with like a fun shirt on and some John Lennon glasses and 4 lattes, and then have the worst day of my life.
You do have to bring me iced coffee. That is the one thing.
And you have to be a stressed out maniac when I get there.
That was the only value I provided to you as a moving assistant. I said, I brought coffees, and you said, Tom, grab a fucking box.
And I was like, not now, Tom. Okay? Grab one of Lizzie's skeletons. Let's bring it inside.
So you're not even going to acknowledge the cool sunglasses. Okay. All right.
Dude, and that was me prepared. That we did good moving from Chicago to New York. That was us like in the pocket, and I was about to kill myself.
Yeah, and me, I think. Kind of for no reason. Like, I don't think you were mad at me, but I feel like I could have caught a stray.
You could have caught a stray. If you'd have misbehaved, there was going to be strays. There was for sure going to be collateral damage if Tom came in being too much of a goofball.
Oh my God, you love being a goofball.
I'm a known goofball.
You're one of the. On top of being king of Ridgewood, you're also mayor of Goofball Town.
I'm Gooftown, I believe. Yeah. But I am one of the last known goofballs.
Everyone's moving out of Gooftown.
And you know what? I'm the king of this motherfucker.
And you're buying up real estate.
But I'm just riffing and raffing
when it comes back. Yeah.
Buy low, sell high, Tom.
The riff is up. It's down right now, but the riff is about to be up in value.
It's about to be up in a big way.
Yeah. Tom, you're buying low. It's great.
Tom, I'm stressing out about this move. What
For me? Here's my
I
plan.
keep looking in the back, and I'm
I know,
like, you have
stop
so
looking.
much stuff.
Just stop. I'm gonna try to take up more of the screen.
You have so much loose shit in the background, and
It
your
is just like a
closet's
lot
like
of loose
so
shit.
full.
Oh, it's packed, and I've like pulled a lot of stuff out of it. Here's what I'm doing, and I haven't really told my sister yet this, but I'm gonna ship some boxes to her house. So Shan, if you're listening, just keep an eye out.
Just keep.
You can put them in the
keep
backyard.
your eyes
I don't
peeled
care.
for 30 to 40 boxes showing up. Sorry about that,
Dude, because what happened when I moved out of Chicago was I got ahead of it and then I got behind it. And then week of I did what I thought was an okay job. And then I did a big going away show and little party. And my little sister was there and she was like, "Do you need help tomorrow? Like getting the last stuff out of your place?" And I'm like, "Come by if you want. I'm pretty much done." She showed up at like 10:30 a.m. and she was like, "You are so fucked."
You're so fucked.
Because I had to leave. I had a gig in like Fort Wayne that night. So I had to be done at like 3 p.m.
Here's the thing is you start looking at all the little things and you're going, "Oh, I didn't do the math of this. This is like 44 trips out to the car."
Yes.
Because you're like, I have two hands.
Yeah.
Oh no. Hey, at least you're on the first floor where you're at, correct?
Oh yeah, and I'm
Huge.
actually not
Huge.
like I'm not bringing any furniture.
Huge.
So it's
and then you're not moving. I guess you're gonna hit the storage unit button.
No, I mean I'm just keeping those. I'm trying to get it to 3 boxes of clothes and then my car.
And then your furniture's going where?
Furniture is either staying in the house if the new people want it, or it's being given away. I mean, my furniture is a dresser, 2 nightstands, and my bed.
Okay. TV. Yeah, you can keep the TV.
TV's going in the car.
Okay.
TV and desk folds up real flat. It lies flat.
So like big furniture, you can just Facebook Marketplace that. Come get it. It's yours.
Yep.
Okay. I'm feeling a little better.
It's not like the worst scenario, but it's going to be really bad.
It's going to be worse than you think it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And keep driving me to that place. It'll make for a really good hour here on the pod.
Well, I'm like genuinely stressed out.
It's gonna be not great, but if you guys have moving tips, whatever. I'd like to throw a retroactive hero of the week out to my sister Lizzie, sister number 5, for that the help of the last move. I would not have featured at Fort Wayne Comedy Club if it wasn't for her.
And I mean, where would you be now?
Not here. I'd be
you didn't hit the feach?
No, I'd be living in the streets of Chicago.
You'd be fucking dead in a ditch somewhere.
God.
Tom, before I forget, we got this 0, and I think we've forgotten it 2 weeks in a row.
Oh shit. All right. Let's tee off on a 0 right away. Let's hit
this quick 0 button. Let me find it. Oh no. Sorry. Okay, so hold on. Let me
la la la.
Apparently, this is great. We're doing great podcasting right now, Tom.
We're doing awesome.
Just so you know,
if you guys want, do you want me to do something else while you find this? Should I start something else?
Okay, so here we go. I think I got it.
Here we go.
So here's what happened. This guy, he's helping his grandparents move. And you're in the middle. It's kind of appropriate, Tom. We got some moving stuff going.
This is awesome.
So he's helping his grandparents move. In the middle of the move, you do the thing where you're like, you should probably get a little lunch. Let's get a little lunch. And he does in the message, like he was like, there was nothing open, like nothing was really around that we really wanted. So we like had to order Popeyes. And I am going to take exception to that because here on the Roommates in Law podcast, we do not judge anyone that eats Popeyes.
Half of us do, but one half of us doesn't.
Eating Popeyes is heavily encouraged among the roommates in law. Tom, You got to get on board with this, Tom.
You weren't even born in the South.
Yes, I was.
Wait, were you? Where were you born?
Richmond, Virginia.
You forgot for a second.
Yeah, I did. Richmond, Virginia. That's the South.
Oh, yeah, that's south of the Mason-Dixon for sure.
Mm-hmm. Dang, dude, I hadn't heard about the Mason-Dixon in a minute. But anyway, So like, you don't need to be like, okay, sorry, like your favorite quinoa spot wasn't open, so we had to get Popeyes.
Well, yeah,
you kind
also-
of wanted Popeyes.
As a general rule, if you guys are reaching out to us, you shouldn't have shame in almost anything.
Almost anything.
We've shared all of the most embarrassing things we've ever done on this podcast.
I have actively tried to ruin my career by
Yeah.
ruining several high-end interactions, and I have mistakenly.
I got one on tap for this week.
Oh, yes. Forgot about that. Okay, so here we go. So this guy, he hits it on the mobile app, okay? Which love a mobile app order.
Yeah.
And he puts in there, because this is also where he's like, I want to keep it kind of healthy. You're at Popeyes, bud. Just
throw it out the window.
I mean, the water's warm, dude. Just jump
Also,
in.
moving day calories don't count.
That's true. You're burning them as you move.
Mm-hmm.
And I would imagine if your grandparents are 97, you'd kind of doing the lion's share.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, put grandma to work a little bit, but yeah.
A little bit. But she's on browning duty. Like you're probably moving the dresser.
Ooh, yeah.
That's 2,500 calories right there. Have a little fun at Popeyes. I digress. So he makes sure to put in the thing. He doesn't want sweet tea. He's trying to get that sugar out of his life. He's going unsweet. This is a Lizzie move. Lizzie never drinks sweet tea. And so they get there. He goes to pick it up. He says, bippity boppity boo. I'm here to pick up my order for, whoever. And she's like, oh, okay. And he kind of just, it's kind of an old man thing, but you do it. You just kind of keep your eyes on, oh, I think my little order is being made.
I love it. Yeah. I always,
and you see him like making the chicken sandwich and you're like, that's probably my chicken sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
So he sees the lady doing it and she's filling up 2 big sweet teas. And he's like, oh, excuse me. Like, not trying to be a dick, but is that for my order? And she was like, oh, well, yeah. And he goes, oh, we actually I ordered unsweet teas. And she goes, oh, well, we're out. So I was just giving you sweet tea. And this is where I think it bears discussion because look, Tom and you and I are known for giving service industry workers quite a long leash.
It's very hard for me to give them a 0.
It's really, really tough. But here's where the thing comes in. This person's not allowed to make executive decisions for my order.
No, yeah, like you can't. I mean, especially when it's something that's that opposite.
Yes.
Like you can't.
Sorry, is that hot dog for me? Yeah, we were actually out of chicken sandwiches, so you're getting hot dogs.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, well, no.
Just cancel.
No. Yeah, just cancel. Or, I mean, look, like I just said, I'm not going to judge a fast food worker ever in my life. That job is harder than being a cop. Okay, I'm just going to say that.
Yeah, and we love cops.
And I want to put that on wax, Tom.
Yeah.
But hey, look, maybe turn around and say we're out of the sweet tea or out of unsweet tea. Is there something else that you would want?
Yeah, especially that's like the last thing to prepare. It's not like that's like the base of the meal. Yeah,
it's like you're almost there, and then so it does make me think that they were just kind of like, fuck it. They won't even realize until they're already gone.
It also makes me think that everyone's just getting sweet tea.
Probably, yeah. And then you get in the car and you're driving down the street and you go, oh, it's a sweet tea.
Do we go back? And then you kind of feel like you should have gone back. And then you're like, am I a wuss for not going back?
But then you're like, see, this is why I don't get anywhere in life. I should have checked while I was in the store.
Mm-hmm. And then the next thing you know, our boy is spiraling.
Full
because
spiral.
you decided to give him a sweet tea instead of
because I'm drinking sweet tea. I mean, what do you think about this, Tom? Because I don't think people are allowed to just make executive decisions with your food.
Well, is that the end of the interaction? Did he say, okay?
He made mention that she gave him a little huff.
Okay.
It wasn't just say like oh, yeah, no, my bad. I'm sorry, I should have asked. It was like I don't love
a huff.
Like, okay, dick. And I was like, I don't think this guy's being a dick here.
Not being a dick. He's trying to cut back on sugar. He's watching his figure. He's getting a little older.
I mean, he's at Popeyes making the healthy decision, Tom.
Yeah. He's basically ordered a salad and you gave him a deep fried Twinkie.
I mean, we don't toss 0 around. I'm not going to say that's a 0 behavior because God knows what these people are going through. Yeah. But I will say it's inexcusable. I'm not going to say it's okay.
You can say it's inexcusable. I have a hard time giving it a straight 0 too, because like intent, I think this is another one where it borders on, and we've had this discussion before, but it borders on gross negligence versus
Right.
intent. It's like,
Right.
I don't think she was like, fuck this guy, I'm giving
Yes.
him sweet tea.
I agree.
It was more like, I don't care about my job that much.
I broke up 8 fist fights today.
Yeah, I'm getting yelled at all day. I'm just gonna put sweet tea in here.
It'll be fine. He'll get
I
over it.
Bet he did. The last 8 people I did this to didn't say anything. So.
Didn't say shit, and I bet they
Yeah.
still enjoyed their chicken sandwich. And I
Yeah.
guess this is where it would have crossed into zero behavior is if they did have unsweet tea.
That would be wild.
And then she's going, "Hey, fuck this guy."
Yeah. That would be a different story.
You know, I think she just said, "I got 50 other orders I got to make. You're getting this." Still not correct.
No, it's not right. I've had this. Yeah, but I'm not going. That's my official ruling. I'm not going zero.
I don't think. Yeah.
It sucks, and it does suck that it happened to you. I've had a similar thing. This is not the same thing, but I've had this reaction to when, like, one time I ordered a cold brew at this coffee shop that I've gotten cold brew at before, and I just watched them make an iced coffee.
Excuse me, are you making a dirty whore latte? Because I actually ordered a stinky little slut.
I ordered Lady in the Streets Freaking the Sheets latte. And
You're actually giving me the Freak-a-Leak latte, and I don't want that.
To back that ass up, cold brew. Can I do a cold brew black that ass up, please?
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, actually, sorry, we're out of blowing your back out martinis. So we're just gonna give you a sex on the beach, a little blowjob shot instead." You're like,
but I remember one time, like, because that's sometimes if a place is out of cold brew, they'll go, we can do an iced coffee with a shot of espresso. It's similar caffeine.
Totally fair. Fair.
If they tell you that, that's one thing. If they just make it, it tastes way worse.
It is jet fuel, like
it's
100%.
So bitter. Yeah,
you can like clean an engine with that for sure.
So that was the one time where I wanted to be a little stick in the mud because I just watched them do it, and I go, "Oh, are you out of cold brew?" And they're like, "Yeah." So we were just iced coffee, and I was like, "Okay."
Oh, so you're just making a completely different thing.
I wanted them to know that I was like, that was shitty, or that
it is. It is shitty,
but at the same time, it's like, well, I'm not giving you a 0 for that.
You're not 0, and it's like, Popeyes can get a little hectic.
Yeah, I see videos on Twitter all the time of like someone getting their hair pulled across the counter.
It's like shit gets real in there sometimes.
For giving you a sweet tea instead of an unsweet.
I was about to say, you read the caption, you're like, oh shit, yeah, she was giving her a sweet tea. She asked for unsweet. Damn.
Damn, yeah.
It's actually this guy. He's doing like 3 to 5 in a federal penitentiary because he beat the shit out of a Popeyes employee.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, look, here's the thing.
Good submission because I love a conversation.
It's a good submission because I told the guy, I was like, hey, look, buddy, I don't know where we're going to rule on this thing, but I'll tell you this, it will be discussed.
Mm-hmm.
Was discussed, and I think we do have to vote no 0, but we don't condone the behavior.
Yeah.
It's about intent, folks.
Does not get a pass. But also, stop trying to make healthy choices at Popeyes.
Yeah, it's like, come on, buddy. What are you doing? Just dive all the way in. Get a Coke.
Yeah.
Get a can of Coke.
Get a cavity. Get a can of Coke.
All right, Tom, let's go to your little mishap. Because this is just tickling me to death.
So I was in Madison, Wisconsin this weekend, opening for Kelsey Cook's special taping. Very fun.
Watch it when it comes out, folks.
It's fun to be part of like a showbiz thing. I really love
like
that.
A thing.
Like I love getting
the cameras are there and
cameras are around. You get like a breakdown and a call time, and they're like opening comedian. I'm like, yeah, I know you. Like, but they do it all very officially,
Sure.
And everyone's like wearing headsets and walking around, and it's cool. And so that was fun. It went great. And then it is the best club in the world, Comedy on State.
Darn
so much fun. And then and dude, people are still talking about the drink special video that we made when we were there together.
Really?
Because every night they do for the drink specials, they make a little video highlighting all the different cocktails. But me and Tim, when we were there, we made it a full sketch.
I mean, we were like, hey, riddle me this, folks. I mean, we were in like full sketch mode at that point.
Oh, yeah. We filmed it at about 2 a.m. after trying all of those cocktails.
Yeah, we were
And
Did
then
you see some of those shots? It's like, I mean, those are just two very drunk gentlemen right there.
they're either incredible actors at being drunk because we were playing drunk guys.
Yeah.
Or
We went
just
method.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
I love a little method acting.
I'm
So,
not mad
anyways,
at that.
a couple people brought it up to me, which was really heartwarming. I love that. A couple
Absolutely
people asking
love
about
it.
you. They
Love
love you.
that.
They miss you.
Well, have me back then. Don't tell me these lies.
They love you. They miss you. They're never gonna book you again.
And
but
they
do
will not
love you.
respond to you. I sent Alec a text the other night and I said, "Why have you forsaken me?" He texted me right back. I was like, "That's what got you?"
That's awesome. Been sending avails for months, and then you're like, "Oh God, why have you
Why have
forsaken
you
me?"
forsaken me? And he was like, "Oh shit, what's up, dude?" I'm like, oh, okay. I see how it is.
It's because
Oh.
you went Goof Town. Anyways,
God, I know they're more of a serious club.
we're in Madison, and then I had a 6 a.m. flight through Minneapolis going back to LA because I had to get back to LA to go to the Timberwolves Lakers game. I am so invested in the Timberwolves, it's insane.
That's kind of a
And,
sick game.
It was so sick. It was awesome. LeBron sat out like a
Oh,
bitch.
of course.
He
What
didn't
were
even
the
sit on
seats
the
looking
bench.
like?
I didn't even get to see him.
That is very, very lame.
It was really lame.
That's how little he thinks of the Timberwolves.
Well, we smoked him. So
Well, yeah.
Sorry.
Take that, LeBron.
sorry, LeBron, when you hear this.
Stupid bitch.
I hope you're still licking your wounds, idiot.
Okay.
Anyways, so I'm flying from Madison to Minneapolis. It's a 12-minute flight. We're in the Minneapolis airport at 7 a.m.
Mhm.
And I'm with Chad Daniels, who's dating Kelsey, and he was there, and so me and him were on the same flight. He's connecting somewhere else, but we both have 2 hours in the Minneapolis airport. Go to the lounge. I'm getting food. I don't really know what Chad's doing. I look up and Chad's talking to somebody, and then I get a little closer. I turn, and it's Mark Maron.
Mark Maron, folks.
World famous comedian Mark Maron.
Of
And,
WTF fame and a lot of other things.
yeah. And I'm kind of like, oh, fuck. Mark Maron.
See, that is like, I don't know if everyone listening to this is our full comedian heads,
Yeah.
but that's one where it's not like, oh shit, I'm like a fan of this guy. That's
No.
one where you're like, oh shit.
He's like a top 10.
You're like, oh fuck, that's like and he's like, not to rip his vernacular, but like, he's like one of the guys. Like it's like,
Exactly.
you know, he's like in his late 50s. He's been at this for 35 years.
He's probably the reason that we're doing a podcast right now.
More
'Cause
than
he
likely.
popularized comedy podcasts in a way with
In a
Rogan,
way
but-
that was, but like, he's like, oh fuck, I'm seeing Mark Maron right now.
Yeah, and it's weird when you see him like in that context where I've seen him this close, like at the Comedy Store, but that's where he's supposed to be.
Right.
See him in the wild, and you're kind of like, whoa,
And you're like,
shit.
Mark?
And so
Is that Dean Kane?
is that Dean Kane? So I'm kind of standing there like, oh, I'm like 4 feet away, and then Chad sees me and he's like, oh, Tommy, Mark, do you know Tommy Brennan? He's a LA comic as well. And I just, in my head, I'm like, play cool. And I went way too cool,
How
which
cool.
I've done before. I said, oh, what's up, dude?
Oh, Jesus.
Shook his
Christ.
hand and then went back to getting a hard-boiled egg. And it's crazy because like in his eyes, he was probably like, that guy doesn't know who I am. I listen to his podcast almost every single week. I've
See,
re-listened to episodes.
There's just no way that he thinks that a comedian in LA doesn't know who Mark Maron is. There's just no way.
Yeah, but he's kind of jaded enough where he's probably like these young fucking comics. They're idiots.
Oh yeah, he's probably like, look at this little TikTok.
He thinks
idiot.
I'm some road guy or whatever.
Right,
yeah.
right.
And
Yeah,
I'm like,
he thinks
no,
I broke into the Delta Lounge.
I worship you, but
And you're like, oh, hey, nice to meet you, Mark. By the way, how'd you get in here?
yeah. Did someone bring you in as a
There's
guest?
no one. They're not keeping anybody at the door today.
I'm like third on the list to get upgraded to Comfort Plus. So
He's like, no, I
Anyways.
actually own this plane. So,
you said it was
Uh,
Ned Barron, right? Nice to meet you, man. Anyways, yeah.
I mean,
it up.
what's up, dude? I mean, okay, so I guess what would have been appropriate, I guess, is what we need to be discussing here, because I think it would have been appropriate to be like, hey, man, I'm Tommy. I know it's lame to say it, but I'm like a big fan. It's nice to meet you.
100% what I should have said. I should have said, hey, Mark, really great meeting you. I'm a big fan. And then that's it.
And then kept it moving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I panicked and just, I mean, as soon as me and Chad got back to the table, I was like, that was bad. I had no idea.
One, didn't I?
I was like, I'm a huge fan of him. And he's like, oh, yeah, you didn't seem like it. Yeah.
I mean, you essentially like, oh, Mark, you got a little something on your shirt. Bingo, hit him right in the nose.
That would have been better, honestly. That would have been more memorable. Instead, he just met a guy who's never heard of him.
Oh man, I mean, I don't. That one's got to be worse than the Shane Gillis. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, it was worse. Felt worse for sure.
What's up, buddy?
Well, I guess I didn't say it like that. Okay.
What's up, bitch?
What's up, you fucking loser? Heard you're hosting SNL.
Yeah,
this
SNL
weekend.
sucks, dude. I don't know if you know that every comic says that, but would slit their own mother's throat to write on it. Every comic, SNL sucks now,
It
dude.
sucks so much. Holy shit, you got a writing job on it? How?
Yeah, it's
do
like,
that?
didn't you submit a packet every year for the past decade and a half? Yeah, that's why it sucks.
Yeah, it sucks so much.
You know, I mean, hopefully he just brushed it off and it's just a blah, blah, blah. You'll meet him 10 years down the road when you're doing his pod, and then you get to go, hey, but now you have a good interaction when you start the pod. You go, I don't know if you remember this, Mark. And he's going to go, I don't forget anything.
Yeah, he's gonna say. I looked you up immediately afterwards, and I said, "This guy will never do the pod
Ever. He's like, and your friend Tim, he's dead too. And you're like, Tim can't take anymore.
Sorry, Tim. You're right behind me. You're like, oh, really?
The fuck? I'm a huge fan, Mark. What's up, dude?
What's up, dude? Yeah, it hurt, and I just don't know how to. I just panic in these moments because it's.
That's what I'm saying. I think you got to practice these in the mirror.
I guess
And then when you saw him from a distance, you go, this is the moment I've been preparing for.
you're allowed to say big fan.
Because you're not a peer. You are allowed to say big fan.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
right. If like it's like if I met Jeff Asmus on the street, I can't be like, hey, a big fan.
Huge fan. Because then it's like, come on, man. What are we doing?
Yeah, but yeah,
Marin, a 35-year guy. He's
just kind of
like the
revolutionized a
guy.
lot of stuff. Yeah,
You're allowed to. I think you're allowed to toss a quick big fan at him. But like, I don't think saying that. If you'd have said that to Gillis, tough look.
yeah, especially surrounded by comics. But yeah, where there's like a clear generational difference. I think that's
Yes.
what's allowed.
I think it's okay to pay your respects
Yeah.
to the people that came before you. But hey, you know what? At least you didn't overstay and then triple down on bad behavior.
Yeah, and I
You
kinda
tossed
lucked
in
out.
a.
If we got to the gate, we were on the same flight, and his opener
He said
is a,
first class.
is a comic. Yeah, and his opener is a comic in LA Comic too. And she and I know each other. So then she was like, "Oh, what's up, Tommy?" And we talked like next to him. So at least he saw like I was like a normal guy.
Yeah, he was like,
although-
"Oh, nice! Look how nice he is to this person."
That's
and he was
as
a
I
complete,
was saying that.
he was a complete dick to me. I love that he totally brushed me off, but he's talking to this chick.
as I was saying that, I'm like, oh yeah, that probably wasn't actually redeeming at all.
I wonder if she has a podcast that has 8 million listeners a week. Because I doubt it.
God damn it!
What's up, dude?
I'm congratulating her on selling out a theater with him.
What's it like having like an older guy open for you? That's kind of a cool move.
Is that tight? Is that? I mean, it's cool that you would do that for someone that old.
It's just
And,
like one of those. It's like when Louis' wife in the show was black, but then he was white and both of his kids were white, and that was just like he was like, yeah, she was just like the best actor,
yeah.
so he just went with her like and didn't give a fuck. It's like kind of a cool choice to like choose
Having-
like the old kind of road dog guy,
No name, It's like
kind of
some
a
I've
guy
never
just
heard of.
trying. It's like he just kind of picked a guy out of the mic and said, hey, you want to come do this theater?
Yeah, it's really cool.
Any chance you could move 3,200 tickets? By the way.
God damn it. Yeah, I'm constantly doing this, and I look forward to the next one. I'm sure it'll happen again.
I'm telling you, this is just mirror practice.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Because I mean, we talked about it on a few pods ago, but I think we all went a little stiff, or I know I went a little stiff meeting Gillis. It
With
was
Gillis, yeah, we all did. A little
it was
bit.
just like, hello, sir.
Hi.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
You know,
You stand up and salute.
instant ban.
Amazing.
Just
Yeah.
an instant ban in the
Uh-huh.
cellar.
God damn it.
But hey, look, Tom, I'm no stranger to botching interactions. We know that. but at least it's a quick in and out. And here's the thing: it might be forgotten, and then you're good to go.
It'll be forgotten. It's fine. It
better be forgotten. Check your DMs.
That's what I have been saying in the mirror, by the way. I haven't been practicing. I've just been saying it's fine.
It's fine.
We're fine.
It's totally fine.
We're almost moved out of this place.
She would never cheat on me. It's a little thing I said.
Oh, that was wasn't that your? Isn't that in your act?
It's not the act. It's when I'm doing a set, but it's like if I'm doing an hour, I'll do it. But it's like not in the act.
It's not in the act right now.
But I'll sometimes when I'm doing a spot, I'll do it. If I'm ratting a guestie, I might.
Oh man!
Shout out Pat Bulldog.
I had what? Wait, what? What was this?
Well, I was just gonna say. I mean, Tom, this is exciting stuff. You're coming out to the big New York City. Are you excited at all? I
am excited, but it's being the excitement is being just pounded into the ground by anxiety right now.
Sure.
The excitement keeps trying to stick his head up in the mud, and then anxiety's going, get down there.
Get the fuck out of here. It's not time for you yet.
Stepping on excitement's head. So I think once I'm in the car and I'm heading out, I mean, it's fun. I lucked out with the routing. When I'm coming back to get my car, I'm hitting Comedy Works in Denver halfway there, and then Comedy on State in Madison the next weekend. So it's kind of like it's on the way.
It's a little bingo bango.
And those are 2 fun weekends. So I get that. So I think I'll be excited once I'm on my way there.
And here's what you need to do. You do need to find a good couple of songs for when you're coming in and you see the skyline and you're going, don't do where Conky Drungle where dreams are made of. You got to find something.
Oh, dude, I'm a big soundtrack to my own life guy. I sent you a full scene that I wrote based on one song this week.
One song.
So, yeah.
And you got to have that thing on blast. That's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, that'll be fun. I'll have plenty of time to think about that after I get my fucking shit out of here. Oh, God.
And then you'll get to New York and you'll get all moved in, and then New York will hurt you in ways that you didn't even know you could be hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm excited. Dude, I noticed one thing. This is a complete left turn, but I forgot to talk about it last week because it was really making me laugh.
Yes.
But I was, watching March Madness. March Madness just wrapped up. And they do this thing that I think like went viral a couple of years ago, and now they're just bullying people, is they show the band members playing often at the end of the game when their team is clearly about to lose.
So it's just a bunch of sad people?
Do you remember like the crying? I think she was like playing a flute, and it was like a couple years ago. It was like a meme.
Yeah, yes.
So this year I saw it 2 times. They just showed like band members crying. And I think it's supposed to be like, they're so sad the team lost, but that's not what they're crying about. They're clearly seniors who will never play the fight song again.
Yes.
They're realizing that they'll never probably pick up a trombone again because they are going to have to work at Ernst & Young next year.
They can't go pro.
They're not going to go pro. There's almost no pro.
There's just no chance they're going pro trumpet.
No. So it's like you're just showcasing these 22-year-old kids that are having like a little bit of an existential crisis during like the final moments of this game, and they're like, look at how sad they are their team lost. It's like, no, their life is over.
Their life's over. The life as they know it is now over. And what's a bummer is like, so this went viral a few years ago. Now they keep doing it. It's like, oh, they realized like bullying works.
It's exactly what it is. They're like, cameraman, good job. Keep being mean. See if you can find someone getting broken up with in the crowd.
Yeah, they're like just bullying people now. They're like, oh shit, people seem to like really like this.
Yeah.
What if we found more sad people and made them look stupid on national television?
One camera guy gets called into the office. They're like, you are showing way too many happy people. What's going on?
Smile. What are you doing?
It's dog shit.
Look what our boy over here is doing. Sad, crying, loser. That's what we want.
That guy might have been jerking off. That's what we want.
The hell are you doing? This guy's clearly cheating on his wife, and he just got caught.
That's viral. That's a clip right there.
Ah, Dan, do you even want engagement? Yes, we want engagement. Jesus Christ, it's just stone cold bullying.
Yeah, it's so mean. But the one that triggered me was the announcer saying, "Look how sad they are." With that team's run being over. And I'm like, they don't give a shit about basketball. Maybe
they didn't even know the team was on a run.
Those tears are not about LSU losing.
Right. They're not like, oh, if they just could have pulled down some offensive boards, everything would be different.
It's next year. I'm gonna have to pay taxes.
Like, no, and then like my dad's probably not going to cut me off, but he said he will. So I got to like go through that whole
I gotta
rigmarole.
at least pretend. I mean,
Like,
but I do
sure.
go to LSU, so yeah, it's I
looking
do
for
have
a
old
job.
money.
I got that old evil money.
My parents have been the monarchy of Ridgewood for generations. I'll be.
People are like, that's actually weird that you grew up in Ridgewood, but also went to LSU. I'm like, yeah, I'm just kind of a weird guy.
Yeah, it's a pipeline.
Sorry, pipeline, just saying stuff.
Yeah. The old Ridgewood to LSU pipeline, dude.
Yeah, satellites. So you know how that stuff goes. Like, what's that?
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it's like when metal goes really high up. Shout out Nate Bargatze.
Oh, I thought that was Rory. Yeah, that was Nate. That was Nate. That was our good friend Nate.
Nate
I hope
B.
to meet him one day so I can say, "What's up, little guy?"
Oh, what's up, champ? You just tussle his hair. What's up, champ?
Yeah. I really
Get
like
out
the
there.
idea of doing the shirt thing to Mark Maron. Hey, you got a little
Ooh.
something? Oh,
That
See you
would be
later.
great. He would probably mention it on his podcast.
yeah.
And
I
that's-
met the craziest person I've ever met this weekend.
And you're like, boom, credit.
Boom, done.
Boom. What else you got cooking, Tom? I mean, how about this for a little New York comedy moment? I'm doing a show last night. The show, I asked a few people, and they were like, it used to be hot, and delicious heat.
Okay.
When it first started, you know how that goes. Somebody starts a show, they're excited about it, they really put the legwork in, they're promoting it, they're getting people out. And then after a little while, you know, people tend to move on from that
Fizzles
excitement.
a little bit. Yeah.
It fizzles a little bit. They pass it off to somebody who's excited for 10 minutes, and it's much harder than they thought it was going to be to get people out. So now they're just kind of attached to a thing, and it's just not what it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Some are calling it a tale as old as time.
Yeah. Tale as old as Tim.
There we go. That's an old-ass tale, brother. So
That's a 22-year-old tale.
let's go. There we go. Finally. I was waiting for something horribly, horribly mean. And so they're like, whatever. I mean, it'll probably be like whatever, but it's like, just treat it, you know, just go have fun. Who cares? And then our good friend, Tucker Brookshire, this guy always straightens the ship. He was like, no, how about this? How about a positive mindset? How about that? What if we put it out into the ether that it's going to be stone cold heat tonight?
I love a little posy mindset.
And the words coming out of my mouth were, hell yeah, Tucker. But the words going on in my head were, there's just no chance that's going to happen.
You know nothing about New York City.
You don't know shit, dude. You've been here literally as long as I have. You don't know anything. So walk my little fat buns in there. Nobody's in the showroom. And when I say nobody, I mean the number 0. Tom.
Big old 0. How many minutes to showtime?
Show's time was 7 minutes ago.
Oh, good.
So I thought, well, shit, those positive affirmations didn't work. Time for a slugfest.
Mm-hmm.
Time to just get hurt
Yep.
for no reason,
Yeah.
for bits,
Put your mitts up and New York will enter the ring shortly.
and just beat the absolute shit out of you. And then out of literal nowhere, door opens up. 30, 35 people all come on in. Tiny little room. It's just packed.
Oh, sweet juice.
The juice was so loose.
That was some sweet tea. I'll say
It
that.
was like, oh, brother. I mean, I'm telling you, I wasn't even trying to be healthy. I was guzzling this sweet tea. It was, I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, this is like Tucker fully did. Like, I was like, Tucker did this.
Wow, you like kind of became religious a little bit.
A little bit like Tucker. If Tucker started a cult, I'm like, I mean, I'm going to check it out.
I would join. I'd go to sessions, a few of them at least.
Yeah. I'm not going to like fully, but I'll be like, I'll just see what the literature is.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a pamphlet. I'll read a little. But then it's absolutely packed. I mean, you kind of saw the room. I mean, it would be a good show with 15 people.
Yeah, it looked amazing. I saw it on your story.
And it was just packed, and then heat. And then I just got up, and you get that excitement. And you're like, oh, well, now it's time to have a little fun.
Now I'm bringing it. I'm bringing the riffs.
Right?
Yeah.
And then, you got up, tossed some new lines out there, got a couple of new choice lines, Tom. And it was just heat. It was so fun. And then we turned in such a great hang after. It was just a good New York City comedy night, Tom.
It's one of those times where the producers of the show are even like impressed with themselves.
They couldn't believe what was happening.
That's always the sign of a great show. Is like
And
when it's full and the producer's like, "What the hell happened?"
Wait, who? Why are all of you here? And then the producer did show. She was like, well, last week there were 2 people here.
That's awesome.
And we were like, maybe don't.
Usually it's the opposite. Usually you get to those empty New York shows and they always go, "Man, last week was awesome."
Last week. But you know what? That's next week. I kind of do want to walk by next week and see 3 people in that showroom, and they're gonna be going, last week it was just absolutely packed in here.
And everyone will go, "Yeah, sure, I heard that 1,000 times." And you're out front. You're going, "No, it was."
No, like it was. Seriously, can I do 10? By the way, it was. And I did like I was talking to the lady. I was like, yeah, I mean, I am kind of a draw in New York. And like for a second, she was like doing the math of it, and she was like, oh, maybe. I was like, I'm kidding. By the way, like that was a joke.
Hey, that's kind of fun that she believed you. That you should have went with it. Maybe she'd just have you back every week.
Well, I mean, that's like clearly how out of answers she was.
She was like, I mean, these are the Smith heads.
She's like, I mean, maybe. She's like, you could just see this wheels like trying to turn, but not. And I was like, I'm just being a goof. I don't know if you saw me on stage, but I'm kind of a known goofball.
I'm mayor of Gooftown.
I'm the mayor.
I forgot to wear the name tag. I usually wear the name tag, but I just
got reelected in Ridgewood. I'm like kind of a. I like dabble as the mayor of Goof Town. Do you know any of this?
It's honestly refreshing to meet someone who hadn't heard. Who
hasn't? Because like clearly you just met all of my fans. But yeah, thanks for having me out. Yeah, I'll give you my Venmo, even though you didn't ask.
You can just scan it.
But just a fun, sometimes you get your brains beat in. Sometimes it's stone cold heat. You just gotta get out there and keep punching, Tom.
You gotta take a lot of punches.
You're gonna take several of them right in the dick and balls.
Journey of 1,000 miles begins with 3 swift punches to the dick and balls.
Right to the dick and balls.
One for each. It's dick, ball.
Send out the hot dogs, Tom.
Yes. Oh yeah, we haven't said dick and balls in a long time.
No, it's got to bring it back.
I pulled a bunch of the hot dogs out of my closet today, so I'll get them wrapped up and shipped out.
I was about to say, now those are things that you do need to pack. Don't give those away on Facebook.
I won't donate the hot dogs. These are for the fans only.
Because we also branded the buns and the dogs, so that wouldn't even make sense to give those away.
I know, but I just got cooked 14 months ago now, I think.
No, but those stay.
Yeah, they do. They preserve. If they're in my closet, it's temperature controlled.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I got humbled real quick. I forgot about this. And then we'll get out of here on this. I'll leave you guys with this. And then come get merch afterwards. Say hi, take a pic. There's no one in the crowd. I took the Greyhound from Minneapolis to Madison.
Love it.
I am a hound. I'll take a Greyhound. I'm not above it. And I did the thing where I was buying a ticket and you can choose assigned seating for $6 extra. And so I was like, yeah, let me get a window seat because I could see the seat next to it was open. So I'm like, hopefully that stays open. Let me buy a window seat. So I got one, and then I get there and I get on the bus and I go to my seat, and the bus is like, there's plenty of room. But I go to my seat and there's a older guy there just in my seat. And he's looking right at me, and I go, "Hey,
Are you looking at your ticket and then looking at the seat and then hoping he says something?"
Exactly. I mean, that's what you want.
That's what you do.
Someone goes, "Oh, did you have this seat?"
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah, for sure.
And I go, "Hey, sorry, I like bought this seat." And I just kind of like trailed off, being like, "This is where you interrupt and you say, 'Oh, my bad.'"
Yep.
And he goes, "All right." And like, or it wasn't even a real word. It was like, and it was a nod. And then he just didn't do anything. And he basically was like, "Okay, what are you going to do about it?" And then I go, "And I'll pop down over here." And I just took a different row.
Tom, no. You paid $6 extra, Tom.
Yeah, but like 2 rows in front of him, there was the same situation. It was a window seat with no one next to it. So I was like, I guess I'm just taking that one. But then I was dreading at every stop. I was like, someone's going to get on. They're going to tell me that. And then I'm going to have to do if that guy's in my seat.
Yeah.
And then that's like a big thing. And I'm like, I mean, for how much he didn't care the first time, if I bring it up again, he might just cut my throat.
What's the vibe on this guy?
Greyhound.
Yeah, but because there's like I've taken the bus from Chicago to Madison, and it's like a pretty decent crew.
It was a mix of like there was a couple college students.
Okay,
I think it might have been the end of spring break, and then it was a lot of folks that I think frequent the Greyhound.
Okay, so this was a bus man.
This was a bus man.
Okay.
Big jacket.
Yeah, and it's not that cold outside.
Yeah, that's a main belonging.
Yeah, I mean, I guess looking back on it, I was just envisioning, I guess, like if something like that happens on a flight, you would never let that slide because you literally cannot.
You can't. No. But
this is when you're dealing with the hounds.
Well, of course, where my brain goes is like, and maybe I'm in a weird low self-esteem vibe lately, but I'm like, who do I think I am buying a assigned seat on a Greyhound? Like the appropriate response by him, I would have been like, hey, I bought this seat. And he would have been like, hey man, calm down. We're on a fucking Greyhound.
He just hands you the $6 and he's like, yeah, move along, pal.
Exactly.
You're like shit. I guess I did just try to flex $6 on this guy.
It was a $22 bus ticket that I threw $6 on top of. And I'm like, can't believe this dude's in my fucking seat right now. Tim's dying over there.
You want to hear a little bougie move I've done? I've bought this seat next to me too, so no one can
that's
sit
$12.
I mean, I'm like,
oh wait, no, it's not because you have to buy 2 whole tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I was like, look who's got $50 to spare.
Yeah, koozie sales have been pretty good lately.
And then someone sat down next to me. I was like, yeah, no, have a seat. It's a great one. It's one of my
faves. At home. It was the same guy.
Yeah, I mean, looking back on it, you did spend $6. Maybe eat the 6 so you don't eat a 6-inch shiv in your side.
Yeah, that was. I was like the last person to board, and I boarded at the time we were supposed to leave. Me and my dad couldn't find the bus stop in Minneapolis. And so,
wait, your dad was on there with you?
He dropped me off.
Oh, okay. I bet he loved
Hero
that.
of the week actually goes to my dad. We finally figure out kind of where we're supposed to go, and he's like, "Well, let me take one of your bags because I got 2 big suitcases."
Mm-hmm.
And I run up and I ask someone, I'm like, "Where are the buses?" Because I thought we were at the bus station, and he's like, "Oh, you got to go down the hallway, down the stairs, then you'll see them." And it's like leaving time,
right?
And me and my dad hit the run button with the suitcases. We get down there, and she's going, last call, final boarding call for the Greyhound to Madison or whatever. And I'm like, that's me. And she's like, all right. And she's so pissed that we're there because she's got to open the things back up for me to throw my stuff down there. And
okay, so it was about to leave and there were open seats. I think you made the right call.
Yeah, I was not gonna. I
think you made the right
breath.
call. It's also pretty cliche, but kind of fun. When you do have to run through the airport or to catch something, you're like, it's kind of fun.
It is kind of fun.
Even here, when I run to catch the train and I just get in, I'm like, that was pretty. I kind of look around at people. I'm like, that's not bad,
dude. That's an all-time moment in New York.
Oh yeah,
run down the stairs through the door. They close behind you, and then they reopen because it's delayed.
And you're like, yeah, sorry. Still cool though.
You saw that. I know you saw that.
I know you saw that. I know you saw that. Just a guy's sound asleep in his own piss. But it's also you also get the flip side of it is also kind of fun when you run all the way down and you just miss it because then you get to go and then the other people are like, yeah, stinks.
Sucks.
Welcome
I always, dude, I have too big of an ego or an embarrassment. If I miss it, I pretend I was waiting for the other one.
Sure. Yeah.
I
you
just
run smack into the closed doors. Then you're like, yeah, I wanted to get that other one anyway.
Was that the 6? Oh, thank God I didn't get on the 6. I meant to get on the 4.
Meant to get on the 6 that comes in 8 minutes.
Sliding down the glass door.
Oh, that's fun. That's very fun.
We got to wrap this thing up.
Yeah, let's put a bow on it, Tom.
That was a fun one. Hey, guys, I think you got your money's worth this week.
I know. And the free hot dogs will be coming out. And hey, folks, we got some big fat good news heading your way. We got some live pods coming
next week.
Everybody loves a live pod. We get so many messages when we do a live pod, how much better they are. And hey, sorry we're trying to have fun 2,500 miles away from each other. I mean, come on.
We kept this going for 2 calendar years.
2 calendar years.
We're gonna
week
be back
in, week
live
out.
with nothing but heat in 2 weeks. No, 1 week.
2 weeks. 1 week, folks.
So just hang in there, you guys.
We're getting a little stew together. We got some big things coming with the goddamn Roommates in Law podcast.
Absolutely. We love you guys. This weekend, go, for the love of God. If we have anyone in Dallas, please tell all of your friends and family.
Just go to
Got
the
4
shows.
in a decently big room that I need to sell some tickets to. So Dallas Comedy Club, come on out Friday, Saturday, 12th and 13th of the month of April, the year 2024.
Like, just do it.
Just do it.
If you're in the state of Texas, just do it.
Please.
Come on.
Come on.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
He married my sister, now we're living together. We're